Welcome back, Deadites and Ghost Beaters, and if you're new to the channel, I am Oldhead Gaming, and I think from what I've heard from my community, from the comments in my videos, as well as the other content creators, and just playing Evil Dead in general, most people have taken to Splatter Royale pretty well as a pretty good update to the game in the Ash vs. Evil Dead update. And if you're playing the game, I think most people think there's one thing that's really been missing, and the fact is it is only one player solo. I believe everyone's kind of talked about it, that is the thing about Battle Royales that make them so fun, is when you pair up with your friends and you go out there and someone's down and you dive in and save them, and then you kill your enemies and then you rescue your teammate, revive them, bring them back up, and you guys get that victory. Whether it's any kind of Battle Royale, those are the moments you kind of remember. Or your four-man team just going back to back and stomping out teams swarming in on you. Like, those are fun moments that just don't exist in Splatter Royale. Now, I will say it is very well constructed, and I think there is some things that I really do like about it. I do like the fact that they gave a crouch mechanic. I'd like to see that in the actual ASIM. I like the fact that they kept stuff like amulets and shems, so that way you can heal up and protect yourself. And I like the fact that they let you differentiate your character to your playstyle with the 4 different types of classes: Assassin, Marksman, Butcher, and Commander. And that is things I do like about it, but as we talk about it more and more, I want to play with my friends, and it makes me play Splatter Royale less and less, because I'd rather spend my Evil Dead time in the ASIM hanging out with my buddies. And I think that is a feeling that's kind of permeated through most of the community, and I'm very excited when I saw this today. This icon right here was leaked by Leaks of Samaria, which, let's be honest, is the data miner for Evil Dead the game, and is a 4-man icon for Splatter Royale. Now, here's 2 options, and the first one is possible, and I hope it's not true, is that they just decided to scrap it. And here's the second option, which is more likely, knowing the way Saber has delivered on Evil Dead the game, is they just didn't get it done in time, and that it's coming. And that would make more sense because it's very easy to add the same model but with teams linked together. So for me, it makes a lot more sense that it's coming rather than it's been just cut from the game. And I think what makes a lot of sense is looking at what's going to be the anniversary update. Now, the anniversary update typically for games is their shining moment to do 3 things. 1, you say thank you to the community that has stuck with you for that entire year. That is the players that are playing every day, or at least a couple times a week, and they're in there and they're grinding and they're prestiging characters, they're playing Splatter Royale. Those are the players who have just been with you from the get-go, whether they played on the beta on Xbox or they just started day 1. Those are the players who are dropping that big, yo my boy Blue. But there's also other components, like reinvigorating lapsed players. And what you want to do is drop something really cool that makes players who stopped playing 3, 4, 6 months ago say, you know what? I think I might reinstall Evil Dead the game and log in and see what's new. That's the draw. And the third thing is to make new players go, you know what? I've been on the fence about Evil Dead the game, but this shit looks really cool. And those are the 3 things that Anniversary Update really does. And an Anniversary Update can set the pace for a year, whether it's a good one or it's a bad one. Let's take a look at Dead by Daylight, for example, and compare and contrast Year 5 and Year 6 for what it can do for a game. Year 5 was the first Resident Evil update, and it was a huge success. Jill Valentine, Nemesis, Leon Kennedy, everyone was so stoked, even if you weren't playing Dead by Daylight pretty religiously or was kind of just dabbling, you wanted to play that chapter. You wanted it. It brought me back. I had been off about 6 months when the Resident Evil chapter dropped, and I was really excited to play it, and I'd been playing it pretty steadily ever since, and that's exactly what you wanted to do. And pretty much most of the chapters that dropped that year were pretty fun. You had a lot of cool stuff like Hellraiser and The Ring, and even the individual chapters that were original, like Artist, was really cool. And there was a lot of stuff that people were really happy about in Year 5. And then Year 6 kicked off with a terrible anniversary update, which most people are still bitching about today. And let's be honest, of the 4 drops this year, including the one that's coming up, most people have not been happy except for Project W, another Resident Evil chapter. And I feel like this is an opportunity for Evil Dead the game to really set the footing for Year 2, as it looks like we've now lost the Season 2 pass and we're going on an individual status. We'll probably see some sort of individual pack for Evil Dead Rise in April, and then you have the anniversary update, and it makes sense to do 3 things. thanks for it, and have a really cool free update to conclude year 1 and start off year 2 with a boom. 1, of course, Splatter Royale multiplayer, and that is a thing that I think we all want. We all want that 4-man team. We want to squad up and go kill other deadites. Super fun. That's number 1. Number 2, a map. This game needs maps in the worst way. It is very bad at getting them out. We already know that Kandar was 3 months late, and we've gotten nothing since then. And then, of course, number 3, I think, is a demon. A demon would make a lot of sense, whether it's Ball, whether it's Kugi, whether it's Little Lori, whether it's Lem, whether it's Abomination. It makes a lot of sense to drop a free demon, light up the demon community, light up everyone playing against the same thing, because right now it's just basically puppeteer every freaking match. Give us something cool, something unique, because here's the thing. The demons haven't gotten any of the really cool setups that we've seen in the last 2 survivors. So it makes sense to drop a demon with some cool powers, make it fun to go against, make it fun to play, and just let everyone be happy on both sides of the game. Whether you play on Evil Dead ASIM, you get to go against a new demon, or you play as a new demon if you're a demon main. If you're an Evil Dead Splatter Royale player, you can now play with your friends, and both sides benefit from a brand new map, because it would cross over for both. These are the things that I think will make a lot of sense. This is what I see happening with the anniversary update, and I think we had some really cool stuff on the way with Evil Dead the game, and we'll close out year 1 with a bang! Let me know in the comments below, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think this is where we're going? Do you think we're going to have this lineup for the anniversary update? Or do you think I'm just grasping at straws because I really want to play Splatter Royale with my friends? Let me know in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching, and later, mates.